everyone, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I want to share with you the reveal of our farmhouse bedroom and how to create a cozy farmhouse bedroom in your own home. So I gave you all a little bit of a sneak peek of this room in my last video when I showed basically our entire house, all painted, floors redone, and the progress that we've made in the last month on this place. And now I'm finally ready to share with you everything about this room, the color choice, the bedding, the furniture that we have in here, and how I made the decisions that I made. So first of all, thank you so much to Brooklinen for sponsoring this video. I absolutely love my new bedding from Brooklinen. I went with the linen sheets. Now they offer these bundle sets where you get 4 pillowcases, a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and a duvet, and you can mix and match. So you could get maybe a white duvet and then maybe a soft pink sheet that would peek out, or a blue or a gray. There's over 15 different colors. I chose the linen set. So what I got with that was the linen duvet. I chose the color white, and then I went with the cream sheets. Now the reason for that is in this room, I kind of went with tone on tone, but in different shades. So I went with cream and white in the paint colors. There's a little bit of cream in the rug. So instead of doing all white, we have a little bit of cream, white, some gray in there. And I like how it all looks together. It makes it look a lot more casual and comfortable. So on the bed, what I did was I took the linen duvet from my bundle from Brooklinen and I put in it the down comforter, which is so comfortable. I love doing it that way because then of course you can take out the comforter in the summer, just have the top sheet, the linen duvet, maybe a light quilt, and then of course be a little bit more bundled up in the winter. So first I put the cream linen sheet on the bed, then I put on the duvet and comforter, and I folded it back a bit and then folded over the top of that some of that cream linen sheet so that I have a little bit of color peeking out and it's not all just a sea of white. Love how that looks. We actually got the pillows from Brooklinen as well, and I cannot tell you how comfortable those things are. They're so fluffy, they feel like we've gone to a hotel. I have not updated my pillow in a while, and it's so comfy and such a treat in our new bedroom to have such a cozy place to lay. Now at the foot of the bed, I brought in the linen quilt from Brooklinen. I really like how I can pull that all the way down in the front of our bed since we have the iron bed, and that way whenever you look through, you don't just see the end of a sheet or something messy. I pulled it all the way down and you see that nice pretty quilt. And at night, whenever it's cold, because it gets a little bit cold up here in this room particularly, I unfold that quilt and then we have the sheet, the comforter, the duvet, and the quilt, and it's just so comfortable and cozy. Now Brooklinen is offering $20 off plus free shipping on any order over $50 with my code Farmhouse20. So I will leave a link in the description below to check these things out and then get that discount. So what makes this room a lot different from in our last house is I brought in 2 new pieces that I actually recently found at an antique shop and on Marketplace. I brought in a large antique armoire, which I showed you in one of my recent videos that we had some movers bring it up. Absolutely love the warmth that the wood adds. And my favorite thing of all is my new chandelier. Now, the reason why it's just now going up is when we went to take down the ceiling fan that was there before, we remembered that there was no switch in this room. This is an old house. Obviously, it's turn of the century, late 1800s, maybe early 1900s. In some of the rooms, there are no switches. So I remembered that all there was a pull switch pretty much halfway after my husband took it down. So we had to call an electrician to wire in a new switch, but now our pretty antique chandelier is up. I got that for 60 bucks. I was super proud of that find. And I think it looks so pretty in this farmhouse. It's kind of a Victorian era farmhouse. And so I wanted some touches that were maybe a little bit not so modern farmhouse in this place, and so that's why I went with that. Now I had a lot of questions on Instagram about the floors. I had a lot of people who were very sad that I painted them. Now the rest of the house, we refinished the hardwoods. They are a deep orange, antique heart pine or Douglas fir in some areas. But in this room, we had all kinds of patches from previous owners who knows what reason there was for that. I'm sure there was a good reason at some point. In these 3 rooms here, the bathroom, the little, what we're calling the nursery, and then in this room. And so the best way to tie them together and to make this room look nice on the floors was to paint them. Now, the floor guy told us don't even try to sand these down. They won't look pretty with the way that all the different sizes of the boards. different kind of wood. They weren't all heart pine. It would have looked really mismatched, and I'm actually loving the color in this room. Now, I warmed up the floor a little bit with a blue rug, brought in a little bit more color. Also brought in a milk painted dresser, had that at the last house. It's an antique, but it also brings in a little bit more of that color. So we've got a lot of soft colors, and this room just feels so cozy. Now, I also brought in this piece at the foot of the bed. It's a wooden box that the previous owner had here. And when we actually had an offer on this house and a contract, he offered that we could buy any of the antiques that we wanted to keep. That was one of the things. It was downstairs in the dining room, but I thought it would just look so nice and be like a little extra seating and storage in our bedroom. It's a good place to keep extra blankets, sheets, anything like that, and I love it. Now for the paint on the walls, we went with Benjamin Moore White Dove. It's the same thing we went with in our last master bedroom. I knew it was just slightly off-white that makes the white trim stand out, but also very serene and cozy for a bedroom, which is why I decided to go with it in this room as well. For the floors, we did Benjamin Moore Tapestry Beige. That way it's not super white, so it'll wash up a little bit better, not show stains as much. And then we just did a bright white on the windows and trim to make it stand out with all of that wonderful old woodwork. Now, I also had a little bit of an issue with the placement of the bed. And I had posted about this on Instagram asking some people's opinions. Now, first we had it in the corner between the two windows because I didn't really want to cover a window up. That felt awkward, and there was no good way to put the rug in with a angled bed. So we ended up deciding to put it in front of a window, and I honestly don't mind it at all. Now, I had a lot of people suggest that maybe we would put curtains on either side of the window to kind of frame out the bed so that they'd be even, but the window is off-centered in this house, and I rather the bed be centered than the window. So we decided instead to just leave it how it is, cover a window, and I actually really like the way that it is. I like that you can walk into the room and there's the bed and not the bed be facing this way, which is what the other option would have been. And so I actually really like this arrangement. Now I just have the same nightstands from the last house. I might eventually do something different, maybe some antiques, something mismatched on either side of the bed. We'll see. For now, this room is plenty functional. We can fit all of our clothes. We can hang clothes in the armoire. It feels so cozy with our new bedding from Brooklinen. We're both absolutely just feeling like this place is a sanctuary, and it's kind of our little escape from the children. It's our area. Now that they have their own bathroom, we have our own bathroom, no longer have kids in this room. In our old house, our bathroom was the only other bathroom in the house, so we found kids in there all the time, made sense. But now for the most part, this can be our zone, and it really just feels like that cozy farmhouse bedroom already, even though we've only been here a month, that I was really hoping for. Now make sure to check out Brooklinen. They are an affordable bedding company online. I love that you can just shop in the comfort of your own home. They have over 15,000 5-star reviews, so they're a well-loved company. They have 100% cotton sheets. They have a luxe line, then a more classic line. I obviously decided to go with linen because I just love the casual look and cool feeling of linen so much. It works great in winter and summer, but they also offer those bundles that you can mix and match in the cotton as well. And so that's another great option to go. I'll leave a link in the description to all the items that I have on my bedding here. It is so cozy and comfortable. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed our farmhouse bedroom. I'll be sharing updates, of course, as they happen, because I'm sure I'll be adding different pieces in here, but at least I feel like we have a canvas to work with. I feel like it's functional and cozy, and so let's face it, it'll probably stay like this for quite a while. I'm just taking it all in and enjoying this little room. If you're brand new and you'd like to follow along with more of our farmhouse restoration journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I also make videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by our farmhouse.